Yo, 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 it's Los with the Most here for the One Piece chapter 1163 review. So we're gonna kind of go almost page by page, just hitting the moments. You saw the thumbnail. You kind of know what I'm here to talk about, but we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. So start off with the cover page, and chapter 1163, Promise. Uh, Cover page, just a reader request. Luffy doing parkour all over town with white gibbons. Yeah. So nothing to really talk about there. I'm not here to try and dissect and find any theories and um any other cover stories or anything. So we got we got that transformation that Emu did with Saturn. I need more information, you know what I'm saying? I need to know why he did it here and not maybe on Egghead or hell, how many of them can he do it with? Did he have a special contract with Saturn? Does he not have that same type of level of contract? Maybe Emu wasn't directly aware of Egghead. Maybe they were acting on their own. I don't know, but it was just very interesting to see basically Emu controlling Saturn's. Was he? I don't know. Was he controlling him? I really don't know. It's like Emu was clearly sitting on top of Saturn's head. So I don't know what's going on there. But it was cool to see Garp. It's really good to see Garp being like he doesn't know what that thing is. It looks sinister. I'm gonna go attack it. Um, Even with his subordinates or whatever they are, telling him not to go mess with that or anything. And hey, that's one of the five Gorosei or one of the Gorosei. And I've been going back and forth with Garp here recently. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Still like him as a character. It's just I need to know. Not that I need to know. I would want to know why Garp stayed a Marine. Is that it's probably the only way he thinks he can help out the world because there are more pirates that are like Blackbeard, let's say, not power wise, just mentality and everything, than there are powers like Luffy and Whitebeard and Roger. So I don't completely just, be on the other side of Garp, but it's just it's just tough. It's just tough. Who is Davy Jones? What did Davy Jones do? And why did Emu think that um Zebek? Why do you think Rocks was Davy Jones? That's interesting to me. I've seen some, in the One Piece community on YouTube. I never comment on anything. I just leave a like. I never, get in the comments, but I've seen some people here and there having theories of maybe Davy Jones is Joy Boy's real name, and that that is interesting. That is interesting. But I don't know. I don't know. I want to know how and why Rocks went to the flower chamber, flower room, whatever Emu calls it, or Eam. Why was he there in the first place? And why didn't, how did he get away? Now he's strong as shit, but we'll get to that later. Uh, yeah, moving right along. We got all the stuff going on, Garp is like, hey, I'm gonna go do that. I'm about to go help him out. It's like help out which side? That was great. That was great. It was cool to see what is it? I forget his name. Um I forgot his name. But the guy who has kids powers, it was cool to see him try and steal all the treasure and everything. And then I guess the guy that has the same like bomb fruit thing that the guy from uh not Water Seven, Alabasta, uh leading up to that, he was one of Crocodile's underlings. The Baroque Works member. I think he was like number 5 or something like that. But that was all cool to see. But the thing that I'm having issues with, okay, but before we get there, the big attack that everybody does that leaves Emu and Saturn really, really messed up. That was fantastic. It was fantastic to see all of them, like, not even trying to coordinate or anything. It's just all gung ho in there, ready to do their thing, trying to take this thing out that they don't even know what it is. But they're like, "Yep, looks bad, gonna attack it." Well, Rox knows what it is, but the all them attacking at the same time was really dope. It was really dope. We got Pandemonium from Rox. Um, of course, Divine Departure. I need Roger to do a different move than Divine Departure. It's time. You know, you got Big Mom doing Ikoku Sovereignty. Chalk Hakua from Whitebeard. I need to probably go see what a unfortunately unofficial thing says about that because I don't know what that is, or I just probably should look it up on the internet, Google it. Of course, you know Garp got his patented Galaxy Impact, and I kind of need him to pull out something else too. I've been seeing Galaxy Impact a lot lately. Kaido just dragon, like he doesn't call it blast breath yet. Come on, Kaido, what you doing, man? Kaido has been kind of hilarious these last like 5 chapters. From whenever, as soon as they got on the island, he was like, "Wait, we not gonna fight him?" Like, this kid doesn't, this kid doesn't get it. Kid, I mean, he's an adult, but he's a kid compared to the rest of them. I just want to get right into the thing that made me pause. As soon, and I mean as soon as I see Moo, I will do nothing. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So he dummy reverses Rocks. Now I have serious questions. Because if you can dummy reverse Rocks, I know it's just the manga. I know sometimes we get maybe Conqueror's Hockey confused with other things, but you're telling me, like, is this something you have to see coming to stop? Like, how do you stop from being dummy reversey? Because what is stopping, for instance, if we come back to the present at Elbath, what's stopping Emu controlling old girl from Dami reversing Sanji and Zoro? And by the time Luffy gets up there, he has to fight everybody up there with Loki and Hardruden. Nothing against Hardruden, but he ain't doing nothing. And like we don't know how strong Loki is, and it seems he can probably go toe to toe with not the Celestial Dragons. I mean, they are Celestial Dragons, but the Holy Knights, the God Knights. I don't remember their names right now. Oh well, but what's to stop him from just doing that? What are the rules to this? And that's just my biggest hang up right now. It's interesting that this is the reason why like Rock's basically either A isn't alive anymore, or he somehow is the man with the burn scar. Not too sure who that is. Seeing where people think it's probably Scopper Gaban, because he does seem to have some flame marks on him, but it just would seem weird for it to be him. Like they just run into him, but I mean, it is One Piece. Nothing, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, some One Piece ass shit to happen. Uh, yeah. So this is where Garp and Roger, quote unquote, team up. Whitebeard is right there. They don't talk about Whitebeard being a part of this in the legend or Kaido being involved in the legend. Cause well, Sengoku wasn't there, but he told all those subordinates, or I guess they weren't subordinates at the time since he's ex fleet admiral. He's retired, but he's telling all those Marines that Garp doesn't like to talk about it because he had to team up with a pirate. Now I might need to go back and read that because maybe he said pirates, but he mainly was talking about him teaming up with Roger. So maybe Garp just doesn't mention Whitebeard or Kaido or Big Mom. Like this is basically like this is Roof Piece right now. This is basically Roof Piece. It's 5v1. Well, Roof Piece was technically 5v2 until they sent Big Mom down below. But that's basically what's about to happen here because Luffy is technically Garp, but also technically Roger. Uh, it only, I mean, I guess it depends on who you think strong. But I don't even want to get into any power scaling. But yeah, this is kind of like Roof Piece where it's 5 against 1, and probably ultimately one takes them down. I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I will save like me thinking this is bad to see how it all ends up at the end of the Elbaf arc. Because right now I'm hesitant. I'm like I'm a little uneasy about it. I'm not too sure how I feel about Rocks being Dami reversied because of how powerful he seems to be. And that just leads me to believe, why can't he just do this to everybody on that island except maybe Luffy, because Luffy is Joy Boy reincarnated, Joy Boy returned. Joy Boy might have been had the fruit. I don't know, but he's the sun god. He's Nika, so maybe that's why he specifically can't be Dami Reversi. So it just all depends. I don't know. And why not Dami Reversi everybody, right? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe this is the last thing he could do here because he's in a weakened state now after that big blast from all the people. But looking forward to the next chapter. I wouldn't even be surprised if Oda pulled a we're going back to the present right now. Wouldn't be surprised. He'd do something like that. Leave us all on a cliffhanger wondering. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he gets to the conclusion of this, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we came back to the present somehow, some way, and see what's going on with maybe Zoro and Sanji heading up top, or we stay here and chaos ensues with maybe Whitebeard isn't able to attack Rocks. He seems the closest to Rocks here. He seems like Rocks is like a brother to him almost. Um, Big Mom, Kaido might have a problem at first, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Maybe I don't think they run away or anything, but like I said, we're gonna see. Well, that's been my review of One Piece, Chapter 1163. Promise. Expect a live reaction on Sunday. I'm going to wait until the official comes out to do any live reactions. I'm not gonna live react to any of the quote unquote unofficial chapters that hit the interweb. I'll leave that for the professionals who handle that. But yeah, here on this channel, I'm gonna stay true to the original with all the um, stuff that comes with that. So thank you for tuning in. Let me know down in the comments what you think could happen next, how you feel about the Dami Reversi. Well, I mean, Of course, this is a spoiler. This is about the latest chapter. But let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's been Los with the Most. Appreciate you watching. Peace.